Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. Today guys, we're going to be jumping down into the charts to take a look at the price action of 𝗲𝗠𝗏. As I get into this video, if you do find it useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. If you haven't yet joined us in Discord, the link's in the description down below. Fantastic community talking crypto 24/7. It's completely free. I don't think you'll be disappointed by what you find down there. If you're looking for a little bit more from the crypto space, in the description down below you'll also find links to our Patreon services, so why not go ahead and check those out as well. Right, let's go ahead and jump down right into the desktop here and take a look at what has been going on with 𝗲𝗏𝗏. Okay guys, we're going to start things off just with our hourly chart, right? 𝗲𝗏𝗏 paired up with USDT, and Binance is our data source. As you can see, it's very, very choppy, right? Not really good definitive directions on anything. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this off and try to map this out for you so that it can make a little bit more sense of what is going on, okay? So on this hourly chart, there's a lot of noise, essentially, right? So I think the first thing we want to do is actually just shoot on up into our daily chart, right? Because essentially if we really get a big picture over what has been going on and what I think is likely to happen next, would help us kind of understand, you know, where things are potentially going here when it comes to 𝗲𝗏𝗏, right? Now for 𝗲𝗏𝗏, I think there's a double tap right here at the top, which was 38 cents. This here from the highs of 27th of March down to the lows of June 2021. This here is a fourth wave. Now this could be our fifth wave actually complete, but I think what we've actually got going on here is halfway kind of through. Based on the rest of the crypto market, I think this is actually potentially a fourth wave correction, and we still haven't actually pushed up into a really, really big final blow, right, for 𝗲𝗏𝗏. So I'm still thinking this is pretty really good structure, but it also, we should acknowledge that it's possible that this is wave 1, this is wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and there is wave 5, right? And then we pull back down. Now this is a possibility, but I still think there's a lot more room to grow. But I think also, if this is the end of fifth wave and this is the end of our ABC correction, which it looks like it is, A, B, and C, then actually we're starting a brand new 5 waves on this daily chart, which would be absolutely insane, right? Because it just means that 𝗲𝗏𝗏 is going to push even higher as we kind of get through this. Now we don't have a good structure coming here. We just basically have 3 waves come up and 3 waves come down, but this little move right here on the daily chart is really, really interesting. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just zoom in on this. Basically we moved from oversold to overbought in this move, by the way guys, and then we've gone down to oversold by having this correction. Now what I think we should be aware of is there are 5 waves inside here. Okay, so we basically can go wave 1, wave 2, wave we'll get this right, wave 3 there, 4 there, 5 there. I don't think that's the right spot. Let me just check it though. Just want to, oh no, it does, that makes sense. Okay, cool. Let me just check that's on there. So there's 5 waves right there. Okay, so we have 5 waves coming up, and then this is really interesting because this doesn't look very good, and I'll level with everyone here. I'm not going to tell you something that isn't true. We basically have 5 waves coming down, and this could potentially also be complete now. So if we grab hold of our lows to our highs, yeah, we've come right down to the 1.618. Okay, cool. So 5 waves down. Now, this is a structure that you don't normally see, okay? Now, you've got a couple of options on this, and some are great, some are not so great, and well, actually both are probably not good, to be honest. So we essentially have an A, B, C here, right? And then we also have an A, B, C here, right? So essentially what have we got? Well, we've got a 3, 3, 5 on our daily chart, right? 3 waves here, 3 waves here, 5 waves here. That's a corrective pattern, okay? Now we've got 5 waves here. Now this could be many different things. Let me just get rid of some of that, right? This could be the start of a downward trend, right? We should acknowledge that. It could be. It could be that we've got 5, 3 to come, 5, then 3, then 5, right? That's a possibility for 𝗲𝗏𝗏 here, right? I don't think that's going to happen though. Instead, with 5 waves, we might have a 5, 3, 5 correction, okay? Now this can be okay, but it really depends on the bounce that we have next. Large ABC coming up pretty much to where this started, and then 5 waves coming down, taking us back down to where we were. That would be a 535 structure and would be the best kind of outcome here before we actually start to see another reversal upwards. Okay, and essentially what you would end up with is this is an ABC correction, but it could be a double or a triple correction by the end. And there's a lot of stuff going on inside all of this, right? And so on this daily chart, I just wanted to kind of highlight that because as we get into the next moves, I want to show you obviously the micro movements of this this 5 waves coming down. Okay, so when we come into our hourly chart, we obviously have our 5 waves going up, right, which is good. Right, we have 5 waves going up there, and then we start to track this coming down. Now, of course, we can grab our 5 waves. We can go 1, 2. What looks like 3, 4, and potentially 5, right? So we finish that 5th wave just down there. Again, we end up with a reasonable amount of subwave counts in there, and that's looking pretty good. Here we also have subwave counts, and this here could be the start of a move out of this area. But again, it's not looking brilliant because, again, we have a lot of overlap. So essentially all this here is some kind of A, B, C move, and maybe this C wave hasn't actually finished just yet. If this is an ABC, then essentially what we've got is the moves coming up, which will take us to approximately 13.4, and maybe even more. It's possible that this does turn impulsive, even though we don't have the subwave counts to support such a move, but it is a possibility, so we should be potentially open to the idea of that. And again, we'd look at anything past 13.8 to be classified as an impulsive move there. Okay, so for now, we'll keep this open as potentially a move to 13.4 with this kind of structure, but possibly that we actually now get a reversal up. In an ideal world, what we're looking for is a big kind of push with an ABC move of some kind of larger movement. We want to at least come up to the ranges of around 15 cent, right up into this area of resistance that would put us at approximately here, about 15.5. Okay, this is the major area of resistance all across this line. If I just pull this all the way across here, and you can see that this is a line of both resistance and support, right? So this is the main one that we kind of want to target on this ABC move. It might just be that this or is basically all of these moves actually, in fact, that entire ABC move that I just spoke about could just be an A, then we have a B, then we have a C that just takes us to that point. It's also possible that actually, you know, we have an impulsive structure that just takes us to that point, and then we see 3 waves down and 5 waves up. Again, you know, a 5-3-5 structure appear, right? It's also a possibility. It does look like the next move is up. Okay, so we are thinking the next move is up, but there will be some kind of reversal coming in here. And if it is a 5-3-5 down, it would line up very nicely with what Bitcoin is doing, in the fact that we are just tracking some kind of A wave down, a B wave up, again taking us higher and towards the 15.5 resistance, and then another C wave down. So what I mean by this is that Bitcoin hasn't got these structures, but basically Bitcoin's following an ABC move. This would potentially be an A, that would be a B, and then would pull back down into a C, right? Again, taking us into the low range. So that's possible that is a structure that we see. But like I said, the best outcome that we would probably want would be to have some kind of flat correction here, all right? So we pull back down, we push up, then we pull back down again right in here. So 5 waves, then we should look for some kind of sub 3 waves up to that effect. And again, it could just be that we have this as a complex move. So we could end up with like a 3-3-5 or a 5-3-5, then some kind of triangle, then another kind of 5-3-5 or something like that, right? And essentially this entire move would be very, very complicated. It wouldn't be too uncommon for a wave 2 to be that complicated. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that. It is quite deep already, so this marks the end of this. We should be thinking of a push up. I'm going to be very mindful over 15.5 cent, and then obviously we'll pull back down. I think it will follow ultimately what Bitcoin is doing, and it is going to kind of follow that kind of pattern overall. So yeah, that's kind of how I see things at the moment here for Harmony One. Not the best, necessarily the best kind of news to be kind of looking at it. It is all very corrective though, and everything that I'm seeing here, there's no trend to the downside unless this does turn into a trend, which we can't confirm just yet. But for the most part, Harmony One, I think, is going to be pushing up next over the next kind of week or so. And then it's really what happens after that that we should be really cautious about. Guys, I'm going to leave the video there. If you have found this useful and informative, hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you happen to be new to the channel, why not go ahead and subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications. And in doing so, you will be kept up to date with everything that we do here at Cheeky Crypto. With all that said, done and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.